wanna live a life.
That guy did, oh my gosh! Surprise, motherfucker! What? Oh my god, you're fucking crazy! What is up, you Smexy individuals? My name is Birdman778 and welcome to another thematic build video. Today, we're doing one for Moze and calling this our Cosmic Ghost Rider build. So you might be wondering, Bird, why are you doing a Cosmic Ghost Rider build? Well, I'm trying to do all these fun thematic videos, think of something different, and obviously it's sometimes hard to think of something, and I'm quite the nerd myself. I like comics, I love Marvel and DC, and Cosmic Ghost Rider is actually a big favorite of mine. Actually, time out. For those who haven't seen it, I actually have a Cosmic Ghost Rider pop. Definitely hard to sometimes think of a bunch of different things to add to these thematic builds. Concepts make sense. You can start kind of stretching stuff, but I have actually recently been getting right back into my Marvel comics, and Cosmic Ghost Rider is obviously a big part of it. I'm actually a huge fan of Ghost Rider in general. I actually have a Cosmic Ghost Rider Funko Pop here that I got way back when. I mean, I think he was a cool character concept. Frank Castle, not only being the Ghost Rider, but also a Herald of Galactus, who then becomes a friend of Thanos. I think it's such an awesome concept. So I was like, screw it, let's try to do it out. This, for those who don't know about Cosmic Ghost Rider, essentially his power set is all of everything that someone like Silver Surfer would have, energy blast, stuff like that, with the abilities of the Ghost Rider, the Spirit of Vengeance, so Penance Stare, stuff like that. Honestly, I thought it kind of matched with Moze really well, especially with things like Iron Bear being viable again, Ghost Rider, his ride being such an important part of him for Moze, Iron Bear being such a huge part of her. So we decided to make this build for her. So in regards to the weapons, I wanted to go for something that kind of, one, visually matched the Cosmic Ghost Rider. He goes around with two pistols that shoot energy blast, stuff like that. He also has his chain that's around his body, but obviously we can't really resemble that in any way, shape, or form, but we tried our best with these weapons. Element wise, I wanted to go fire because that matches the Ghost Rider himself, but at the same time, some of the skill points that we're going into kind of match the energy blast in a way that he has. So what we're using is a Unkempt Herald with fire URAD, a Flipper with radiation, fire. Iron Bear gains, after exiting Iron Bear, gain increased splash damage for a short time, a fire light show with URAD, and then a dowsing rod with, after Iron Bear is active, gain bonus incendiary damage. In regards to our items, Transformer with, after exiting Iron Bear, gains 75% shields for 25 seconds, a Rocketeer with splash damage, weapon damage, and weapon magazine size, a Lightspeed Grenade mod with plus weapon damage, plus grenade damage, plus action skill damage for 25% for 6 seconds, and then a Snowdrift Deathless. Now, why do we go Deathless with this build? I kind of figured him having the full shield and that being his health source kind of almost reminded me of the Guardians in the way where the shock type blue shield is the most important part of it. It seemed kind of cosmic and like that, so figured it'd match up with the idea of Cosmic Ghost Rider a lot. And why do we use a Lightspeed Grenade? I think it's really good in general, but also the fact that going through space at light speed is an important part to the Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider, that is. I thought it was really cool. Something to add when in regards to this build, everything you see here came from my good pal James Aroni. Check him out, twitch.tv/James Aroni. He's a wonderful dude. He's a huge Moze main. I have seen few other content creators out there stick to Moze as much as he has, so I respect the grind. And he also helped me advise a lot of different skill points we put into this, and what weapons to use, what anointments to use. So big shout out to him, and thanks for him for giving me a save file to be able to do this a lot easier. Aesthetically for this build, I always like to try to match up colors, concepts, all that fun stuff as much as humanly possible. So I decided to go with the cosmic skin that you get from finishing the Guardian takedown. I thought it matched so well. So we wanted to make sure we were able to do that. I went with the pinball skull skin for the head. I figured since Cosmic Ghost Rider kind of has a dome around his head and then obviously a skull, it kind of matched that really well. And the colors themselves has like kind of the red accents that kind of go well with that cosmic feel. If you look at a picture of Cosmic Ghost Rider, that's what it looks like. So in regards to the skills that we're going into for this build, we're not going into anything in the red tree. I just don't think it adds anything completely. Something you can maybe do is go into Selfless Vengeance, but other than that, there's just really no point. So we went to skills like Cloud of Lead and Stoke the Embers, get up that incendiary damage that we want for the build. Russian Offensive, so we get that life steal, and then stuff like the Iron Bank, some for the road, and Forge that constantly just keep shooting bullets. I think more bullets the better, match the Frank Castle side of the Cosmic Ghost Rider, which I thought was really cool. In regards to what we're using as the weapons for Iron Bear, we're going for the miniguns, because again, in regards to the comic itself, in the comic Thanos Wins, where you've essentially the Cosmic Ghost Rider is introduced, you see whenever he first becomes the Ghost Rider, he has a minigun on the front of his bike. I thought that was really cool. I thought it was something cool to add in regards to the comic. And then going over to the blue skill tree, fire in the Skag Den, more splash incendiary damage is really important. We want torque cross promotion. I want explosions. I want everything blowing up. Auto bear, obviously, because we're going to be setting down auto bear. It's not really a part of the build, more as helps activate some skills for us while also being a distraction and just being overall helpful for the build. Pull the Holy Pin, Vampire, really important in my opinion. And then also, why can't I carry all these grenades? Have more grenades. I would like to have Stainless Steel Bear personally, because I think having the higher armor for Auto Bear to kind of stay alive longer, to kind of help kind of poke some people, is really helpful. In regards to our Mayhem modifiers, I have Speed Demon, Acid Rain, Ticked Off, and Buddy System. Why do I have these specific things? Speed Demon is always helpful. You get a kill, you get more speed. Acid Rain, I think it's actually super helpful for events like Malawan Takedown. Whenever you kill an enemy that's infused with that corrosion, the corrosive nova, especially on the part of the bridge where you're finally going to Wotan, there's a lot of those hack hounds, war dogs, all that stuff who are weak to corrosion. So if you were able to blow up one of those, there's going to be a huge explosion. It's really helpful. Ticked Off, you don't get that the status effect. I mean, you're not really dotting any of these enemies ever, so it's really helpful. That was something I actually learned from James Zeroni that I thought was pretty beneficial to this build. And then Buddy System, it's something to shoot to get yourself back up, but also something to get splash damage off of. I thought was really interesting. So as you can see, the gameplay that we go through here on Athenas and on the Malawan Takedown, you're able to really kind of just breeze through everything. I mean, even Auto Bear kind of sitting there, you end up running past him a lot and kind of beating him to the punch to everything. Again, this is not an Auto Bear build. This is an Auto Bear helps kind of accent the Moze build more than anything. And again, we really want just to hop out of Auto Bear to get that extra shield for Moze during this build, because again, more shield the better in my opinion. But more than anything, kind of just like cycle through the weapons on this. I mean, essentially anything is useful. I noticed the Herald tended to be a little bit more the outlier, just because using it while throwing grenades sometimes felt awkward a little bit, but using weapons like the Flipper, using the Light Show was always super great. But this is actually a really fun build to use. Again, I'm not a Moze main in the slightest, so actually having a build where I felt like I could play her well was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. And also the fact that this random concept that I made actually had some viability was super awesome. But guys, thank you so much for coming by this new thematic build video. Let me know what you think in the bottom. Let me know what is a favorite comic character of yours right now that you would like to see on the channel. We're probably going to be having a new Amara and a new Zane one coming out here soon. So give me some ideas to do for the Flak one. I really don't know what to do for him. other than maybe some like Hulk inspired something with Gamma Burst. I don't know. But other than that, let me know. Comments down below. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/birdman778. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. We have some other streams sprinkled in between there, so make sure you're staying up to date on my social media at twitter.com/birdman778, instagram.com/birdmangram, and then obviously here at YouTube, youtube.com/birdman778. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, do all the fun things I don't know that people do here on YouTube. But until next time, guys, I hope you have a beautiful and smexy day.